Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Finance, Mr. Stevenson, the regular AP claims, $190,856.18. Have the warrants been duly signed by the Finance Council?
Correct.
Yes, I would move to approve regular AP claims of $190,856 or $856,000.18.
Second.
I've got a motion and a second to approve the AP claims. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And regular payroll claims of $631,057.73.
Mr. Mayor, I would move to approve regular payroll claims of $631,057.73.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mayor's report, I have a couple, three quick items, as long as my voice remains. We did, the 31st of the month, we did close the finance director's application process. And Jeanette, we were in receipt of 21 applications?
Actually, it was
20? So that process is starting itself from this standpoint. From Planning Commission, I would ask, and I apologize that we got this to you at the very last minute, we were finally able to arrange the interviews for this afternoon for a vacancy on the Planning Commission. We did have 5 individuals apply for that position, one of which was not able to make it to the interviews, and a couple of which, Mr. Wagner and Mr. Anderson, who are here this evening, it was the consensus of the interview group to put forward the name of Ken Hines, who is the CEO of I. Cooper, a company here in Washougal, to fill that Planning Commission seat. I would ask for your concurrence for that appointment.
Mr. Mayor, I move that the council ratify your appointment of Mr. Hines to the Planning Commission.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Paul?
I just wanted to say that the quality of the applicants that we're getting for Planning Commission is absolutely outstanding. That, in fact, I was on Planning Commission before I was on council, and every time I looked at this group come through, I think, gee, would I have made it to the top of that list? And frankly, I don't think so. So this is a great group of people and very impressive.
Councilor Shoemaker?
Mr. Mayor, I'm going to have to abstain on this one. I haven't had the opportunity to meet the gentleman. I know nothing of his background. I have no information on the subject, and so I'm going to have to abstain. And I note the quality of the people that we've been getting, but I have no way to evaluate that in this case.
Yeah, and that's, again, my apologies for bringing it up so quick. We had copies with some background information available this evening. One of the reasons I didn't put it off is the amount of meetings that the Planning Commission is going through right now and trying to update some of the codes. So,
Mr. Mayor, I will as well be abstaining from this vote too. Thank you.
any other discussion? Molly?
I would just like to make a statement. Although I was not aware that Ken Hines was applying for the position of on the Planning Commission, I am familiar with him from many years past on the school's strategic plan and school's foundation, so I heartily recommend him.
Any other discussion? Got a motion and a second to approve the appointment of Mr. Hines to the Planning Commission. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Motion carries. The last item I have is an apology and an acknowledgement. We had, just a couple of weeks ago, had our city administrator kind of meet and greet and social here in these chambers, and I made a point to make sure and introduce all of those individuals and their spouses who were here for the public to meet. But I neglected when I made those brief remarks to thank Barbara Curry for also being our pianist that evening here and bringing her keyboard in and playing for us. Barbara, my apologies and thank you very much.
Quite welcome.
That's all that I have for the mayor's report. Council comments? Molly?
Yes, I hope everyone had, I apologize for getting information to people late regarding the Washougal Farmers Market 2010. The Finance Committee had a opportunity to just briefly go over some of the feedback that the farmers market group received from the city regarding some of the criteria that we were requesting from them. And I mean, personally, I would say I feel it's very favorable, like they have been willing to work with the city in any way that they can. They're willing to, as a private organization, to just go through and identify different specific points so that we both know what responsibilities the city has and what responsibilities the farmers market has. And I think that we'll continue to see that, so that despite the issues of the last year, I would like to see the farmers market move forward this year. And they are really enthusiastic in doing so. They actually have kind of pared down into a 13-week period of time that'll start July 3 and go into September. They would like to use Reflection Plaza, but there is none of the overhang, I guess I would say, that the city encountered in the past years. And I think a lot more visibility into some of the responsibilities and issues that we've had in the past. So anyone that would like more information about that, I'd be more than happy to supply that. But I think we'll continue to discuss that in a council workshop and move forward in a future council meeting. But I want to make sure that we're all aware that this group is very anxious to pursue a farmer's market here in Washougal.
Good.
And then I have a couple of volunteer opportunities through the Parks Board. One is for a community garden. Actually, it's to make a community garden path at Hathaway Park, which is a new garden area, community gardens area. And that'll be April 10th at 11 o'clock. And to assist the Parks Department to spread some mulch on the garden path. It'd be kind of fun. Be just a very short interval, a great community building event. And so I think that this will probably be on the city website, but anybody that'd like to partake in that is certainly welcome. And then also the George Schmidt Ballfields Donation Fund. So we would like to continue the third field at the Schmidt Fields, knowing that is very expensive, looking for support from the community. And the Parks Foundation of Clark County is willing to open up a fund for donations for that. And so we'll be recruiting some funding mechanisms for that for the third ball field at Schmidt Park. So I've got information about that as well. So that's it. Thank you, Mayor Gard.
Other council? Paul?